Hey, it's Catherine Ewing here, coming up on the 4th of July. And I wanted to share a couple of things with you. One was an amazing experience that I had yesterday, and another is an opportunity coming up for you next week that I'm really excited about. And I wanted to share how they're connected. So I had the opportunity yesterday to go to prison, and I was invited into a medium security prison here to work with some men who have been, they're lifers. They've been in prison for some of them up to 29, 30 years, pretty much since they were teenagers, old enough. Some of them started in juvenile and then were sent over to the adult facility, and some others started, as young men in their late teens or early 20s in the long-term adult facility. And this group of guys, over the last few years, pretty much on their own power, have developed a curriculum called SOS on social skills and life skills and mindset stuff that they are making available to the younger men coming into the prison to help them adjust to prison life and to really work on their own stuff while they're there. And they've done a remarkable job, so much so that 2 days ago, they had the opportunity to present their program to a group of 40 state and federal judges, prosecutors, higher ups in the departments of corrections, a really impressive group of people. And these are guys who come from the inner city, not a lot of education, have been in prison for most of their life. They really grew up there. And so for them to be doing this is remarkable. So I had the opportunity yesterday to work with them in the area of energy psychology, because they've done such a good job mastering their mindset, right? Changing their thoughts, understanding how their thoughts are creating their reality every day, really in a very difficult environment. And so I was invited in by my friend David, who's a chaplain there, to work with them on an energy level. And it was an amazing day. So I worked with the men and some of their staff, really committed people. And I was just blown away by their courage, by their open-heartedness, by their commitment, by their devotion to their own work, to each other, and to the younger men coming in to make this prison experience different. So what does that have to do with my webinar? Well, my webinar is happening on the 6th of July around this idea of, right, independence, 4th of July, declaring your independence from really your own self-imprisonment of self-doubt and self-sabotage, self-judgment, right, shame, all of that stuff that really keeps us caught in our own internal prisons, if you will. And when I saw these guys yesterday and what they have managed to do for themselves and for the community that they live in, and now wanting to extend that out to other facilities, and they've asked me to help them work their curriculum so it'll be more appropriate for the women's prisons, which is really exciting. If they can do what they're doing, anybody can do this work and clear and heal and let go of the shackles, right, of the prison of your mind and of your emotions that keep you stuck and imprisoned in places where you might not want to be in your own life, even if it's not in a physical prison. So I want to invite you to join me on the webinar on Thursday, July 6th. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll just be together for an hour, but it'll be really fun and informational, packed full of stuff. I try to teach people like everything I've learned in 40 years of doing this work in an hour or less. So good thing I talk fast. But anyway, I would love for you to join me on the 6th. I'm going to put the link to the webinar here. If you can't make it at that time, sign up anyway. There will be a recording, and anybody who is registered for the webinar will get the recording. So that's it for now. Have a great 4th of July weekend. Make this a time that you really declare your own independence from your self-doubt, from your shame, from your self-sabotage, from your self-criticism and self-judgment, so you can really step into the beautiful being that you came here to the planet to be. All right? I'll see you on the 6th. Take care now. Bye-bye.